Hello guys, welcome you guys to my YouTube tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to cut Queen Annie neckline. If this is your first time of visiting my channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification button, and please like my video, comment on my video. So this is the breast part. This is straight that bustier that I use. You can use corset for this, but this is the neck. So now for this, the half length of my gown is 15. The shoulder to bust point is 9. Shoulder to under bust is 12. So that's the shoulder to bust point. So it's 9. So I added half inches to it, making 9.5, because I'm going to be joining. There's going to be a joining at the shoulder. So now the under bust, shoulder to under bust is 12. I added half inches also, making 12.5. So now the half length is 15. I use 16 here. I added extra 1 inch because we are going to be using half inches to join for the shoulder and half inches to join at the waist point. So now this is basket. So it's going to be V at the waist point. So from that 15, I added extra 7 inches to it, making 22 all through. So my nipple to nipple is 7. The bust of my client is 34, while the waist is 27. So this is the bust point, this is the under bust point, this is the waist point, and that is the basket point. The shoulder of my client is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 plus half inch, making 8. 15 divided by 2, sorry, which is the shoulder, is 7.5 plus half, making 8. So now for here, I use 7 inches for the armhole. I don't want it to be exposing the bust because it's armless. Like I said earlier, the nipple to nipple of my client is 7. So 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So I'm going to be adding extra half inch to it, making 4. So I bring the line downward this way. I'm going to be reeling it upward. So that 4 inches, I'm going to be bringing it upward. So from my under bust, I'm going to be marking, that's the waist point, sorry. I'm going to be marking 1 inch. I will bring it upward to my under bust point. So I'm going to rule it up this way. So from that place, I'm going to give it curve to the bust point. That's what I'm doing here. I'm giving it a little curve to the bust point. So from the upper part, I want to measure where my neck point will come out from. So I mark 5 from that place. I'm just putting dot dot dot. So from that place, I'm going to be marking 1 inch like so. So I'm going to take my ruler and just bring it down to the bust point. I started from that place, which is I measured 5 from the upper part downward. If you look at the nipple point, if you look at from the center point, it's like a princess dart here from the chest, from the center point. So I've marked 1.5 inch. I don't want it to be exposing the bust. So if you want it to be very deep, you can measure maybe 8 inch from your shoulder to the place that you want it to be. So now from here, I mark 3 inches for the neck wideness. I don't want it to be very wide. So I want to bring out that Queen Annie neck. So From my neck wideness, I just take my ruler and mark to that place that I bring out my darts. So now I'm going to give it my curve this way. We are going to be removing 2 inches from that place, so it's going to affect it. So I'm going to be adding an extra 2 inches forward, so that after sewing it will not affect my bust point. So that 1 inch, I'm trying to bring it downward to the basket point. So now I'm going to be cutting it out. So now this will be our Queen Annie neck. This is the way the neck is looking. So we are going to just place it this way after joining the bust point together. So now what I want to do here, my bust is going to be divided by 4. So that's what I will be marking. So 34 divided by 2 is 17. 17 divided by 2 also is 8.5. So I'm going to be adding 2 inches for this dart, making 10.5, plus extra 2 inches for sewing, so 12.5. So that's the place that will bring out my curve, my armhole curve. So I will come to my waist point. The waist of my client is 27. For it to be easy, I'm using 28. 28 divided by 4 is 14, is 7. So I'm going to be putting it this way. So 7 plus the 2 inches I'm going to be removing from that place, which is my dart at the under bust point. So making 9 plus extra 2 inches, 11. So I'm going to bring it up this way. This is my waist point. This is the place that the basket is coming out from. So I'm going to rule my basket this way from the waist point to that basket point at the center. That's what I'm ruling here. So if you measure the center of your basket, you know that it's longer than that side. So anything you get here, this is 4.5. So you are going to be marking 4.5 at this other side, because if you just cut it straight like this, it's going to be short at the other side. So you have to mark it and just I just rule it downwards the way I did. This is what I'm going to be removing. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to cut out my straight dart bust here. Please don't make the mistake by cutting it out from that place that you first mark at the other side. It's going to be short if you are joining it to the center point. So that's the new line that I mark out. I'm going to cut it out. And don't forget that our new armhole is going to be this way. Don't cut out the first one that you first mark, please. So now after joining, this is the way it will look like. You just cut it out of your cloth and just sew it directly. So this is the outcome of our Annie neckline, and this is my bustier. Don't mind the way it is. So after sewing, it's going to be sitting well on my client. So you just have to attach your Annie neckline this way. Do you see the way the neck is sitting very fine? So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If this is your first time of visiting my channel, please subscribe, comment and share my video. Bye.